Welcome, everybody. Today I'm going to share today's events and my thoughts about everything that happened to the best of my ability. Let's do this. At the beginning of the day, around 7:30, I was woken up by my mom, and she asked me to take out the trash. I forgot to take it out yesterday because I got caught up watching a bunch of silly, goofy YouTube videos about a man and his friend taking AI generating songs with their own original lyrics they wrote, and then having cartoon characters, very famous cartoon characters, sing those songs. It was very, very funny. I got caught into this rabbit hole, and before I knew it, it was like 3:30 in the morning. No, it was 4 in the morning, probably. I'm going to say it was 4. I was just having way too much fun. But, anywho, that's why when I woke up at 7, I was extremely groggy. I got outside, I pushed the trash into the front, and then I went back to bed. I remember when I woke up, I had this really obnoxious feeling in my throat. It was kind of like a mixture between like a sore throat and a coating of a lozenge, which is what I actually did before going to sleep the previous night. And the only way to cure it was to drink a whole lot of water. So that's what I did. And after drinking all that water, it took a little while before it felt better again. But yeah, I went back to sleep. And when I woke up again, it was around 8:30, and my mom said that she made me oatmeal. I love Mom's oatmeal. So I was very excited to have this oatmeal, and I was still very tired because I was running on practically like 4 hours of sleep, and I was trying to get as much as I could. So I went back to sleep again, and then I woke up at like 9:30, 9:40. And finally around this time is when I decided to stay up. And so I got up, I went into the kitchen, and I had the oatmeal. My mom greeted me and said hello. And how are you? And I was like, I'm doing good. And she was cleaning the restrooms while I was watching a YouTube video about DLSS 4. Because last night I learned that the new RTX graphics cards were announced, and I was very curious to learn more about the technology. My mom thought I was gonna go to work at 2 instead of 12, so she thought that I should get up and start helping around the house. But when I told her I go to work at 12, she understood that I was trying to enjoy my morning. But, I mean, I really should have went to bed earlier and did help some around the house, and I didn't. And that was quite disappointing. Yikes. I need to be more responsible with how I spend my time, don't I? Well, anyways, after that whole deal, I decided to contact PlayStation support to see what happened with my PSVR 2 headset device. I sent it in for repair around the 23rd or 4th of December, and I wanted to know the status of the repair. I was told the status of the repair is that it's being worked on, and as soon as the repair company releases the update to Sony, they will send me an email in the next 2 days. So that's cool. And of course, there was a struggle trying to get into contact, because when I first tried to get into contact, I accidentally hung up the phone. So sorry, dude who I hung up on. Nothing personal, it was just an accident. And then after all that, I finally got into contact with someone. And I explained the whole situation. I gave my case number, and now it's expected to be announced where the device is and when it will be arriving back to me. So that's nice. After all that, I got ready for work and drove there. I did a minimal job combing my hair. I really should have done a better job. I even got comments from my coworkers that my hair was looking a little wily. I mean, to be fair, the winds are super crazy right now. Like, it's a very windy weather as of the time of this recording. So no wonder my hair was getting absolutely banana cuckoo bonkers. Crazy. After all that, I arrived at work, and my first hour was spent pushing carts. Nothing interesting really to report on. Just did a decent job. Did a good job, best job I could. And just thought about a bunch of different songs that I enjoy while pushing the carts to make it more enjoyable for me. Finally, after all of that, I went into the store and I bagged for the customers for an hour. Got my break, and I spent that break going and getting water from Burger King for my canteen, free water, and then going back to where I work, and then getting mushroom juice and drinking that to help with what felt like a little sickness I was getting, to help flush it out with the antioxidants from the alive mushroom elixir. Finally, I went back to work, and whoa boy, everywhere was full. Every deck stand was taken, and I practically had to wipe the windows to get things done. After wiping the windows, I needed to use the restroom, so I did. I got diarrhea. No fun. And finally, after all of that, I punched out for lunch, went home, and had a nice meat roast while some electricians were working on our heating and cooling system in our house. And that was cool, seeing that happen, getting done. Very nice. We won't be cooking inside our house now when the hot weather comes, so that's great. Finally, I drove back to work, and I decided to had an hour of carts and 2 hours of bagging and 1 more hour of carts. finally, after all was said and done, I said goodbye to my coworkers and I drove home. Um, I remember at work that my coworkers were talking about someone who got into trouble, and I was trying to sneak an ear in on what they were talking about. And I was told to take out the trash, and then I said, I wish I was part of the cool kids club. And there were laughs from the group. So that was pretty interesting. I drove home, got on my pajamas and jacket, and now I'm talking to camera, getting an update. And now that's everything. Boy, am I tired. See you tomorrow in the next video. Peace.